Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Play fake, Sellers. Throws to the wideout. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. On target over the middle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Long way to go on 2nd down. On the run, it's Lacy. Picked up 4 yards, now looking at 3rd and 6. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. And you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you could tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the 1st down.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. And nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Straight ahead, it's Lacy.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Dropping back, it's Chambliss. Buying time to his right. He'll pull it down and run. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Fresh center downs going to the air. Rush is on. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Left side is Smith. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football. And now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's going to run it. He slides past the 1st down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Rush right in his face. Just had to get rid of it.
And that is absolutely not a surprise. Great job by the defense. And what did they do? They doubled. Palmer, you got a #1 receiver out wide that we know they're going to force feed. How do you take it away? How do you send those double teams? What kind of coverages do you mix up? But a lot of attention early on that young man.
Yeah, and I think for the quarterback, David, that's one you've just got to give that one to the defense and say, good call. You doubled my best receiver. I got to go somewhere else with the football. You're going to get opportunities to throw this guy the ball. He's one of the best in the entire country. You just got to be a little bit more selective and find those one-on-one matchups.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
Yeah, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Under pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And how about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Breaks into the open. Stopped short of the 1st down marker, and now they might have to settle for the field goal and maybe tie the game going into the half. They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Bulldog! Into the end zone for 6. Well, they They started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And he made the extra point without problem. Fielded in the end zone, it's Moore. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
Coming out with it, it's Smith. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wide receiver going in motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
Got his man downfield. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. Georgia going up tempo. Moves the pocket. It's Chambliss. Holds on, it's Allen. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The Dogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Out wide left, it's Allen. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Give to the fullback. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
And you gotta throw the fullbacks a bone occasionally, okay? Those dudes have one of the worst jobs on the field. Always blocking every single play, down in, down out. When you get those situations, you can give them the ball.
Makes the catch, and he's free.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Well, this defense has to know that this fullback, he's not just a blocker, he's a guy that can carry the football as well. He went ahead and got that first down.
Sells the run, looking to pass. Out wide. Oh, the ball squirts out. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. To the air, it's Chambliss. He wants it all. He makes the catch at the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They march 78 yards down the field. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Changing the routes with his receivers. Throwing, Sellers. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Complete on the comeback. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Kick comes up short, and he's going to try to bring it back. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Catch in the middle. It's Fleming. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Right side, it's Moore. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. And the Dogs will hustle to the line. The give to the fullback. Got enough for the first down. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
How do you not respect the big fellas? This doesn't take you back in the time machine to the days when a fullback was on the field every single play. Then you're missing out, because fullbacks are awesome. They're just low maintenance. They're not divas like wide receivers. They just block most of the time, don't say much. And then you give them the football, and occasionally you get some big plays like this, and they hit somebody so hard they got snot bubbles coming out of their nose.
Run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
To the air, it's Chambliss. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. Finds a crease. It's Tomlinson. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They give it to him again. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. Now let's take a look at the stats and what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. So we open the final period with a third down play. Sellers lined up in the gun on third down. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving.
And they're kind of going to their closer now, right? Like they give it to the physical guy that gets downhill, north-south, right away, hard to tackle, falls forward, paving holes, and this is a good opportunity for this offense to keep pounding and try to run that clock out.
Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
Let's be honest, Reese. Like, the only time the fullback gets the football is usually in short yardage situations, and the defense was locked in. You got to try to get penetration with that defensive line. They did a good job of it. Nowhere to go with the football for the big fella.
Quick completion on the out route. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
And the Bulldogs will have it 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Allen. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And this fullback is just dependable, and he's versatile. He's not just a guy that can block. He can catch the ball, and like you saw right there, you can hand it off to him, and he can generate you explosive plays.
Out wide right, it's Moore. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Allen. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. To be honest, both of these offenses played as if they were waist deep in mud. Plenty of struggles, and they come up just short in this one.
Definitely a defense.